Hello, this is Roberto and this is the HVAC is my channel. Today we're going to be talking about townhomes part 2. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about how to obtain the envelope data. Alright, so that's the step number 1. We need the envelope data in order to create our rooms. So once we get the envelope data, we will be creating rooms, most likely in the next video. But first of all, let's focus on that. Okay, so number 1. Since we already have the basement, first floor, second floor, everything is already there, right? Like the PDF is already imported. We're gonna make a quick check. Okay, the quick check is like to see if everything's lining up. So I'm gonna hit in here one sheet at a time, uncheck that, and then see I'm on the second floor. I'm gonna see if the first floor is actually lining up. So check that. Yeah, it's lining up, a little bit offset, but it's tiny. Now let's check on the basement. Check. Yeah, again, it's lining up. So a little bit off, but it's still lining up. All right. So that's a pretty good check that we need to make, because otherwise sometimes we get into trouble. Okay, so now let's go to the basement. In the basement, we have all of these. So what we need to do is we need to draw the rooms, the room layout, right? Okay, so in order to do so, we're gonna go here to the room and then click in here, make a room. There you go, you have a room. However, when you have the room and you do a right click, you're gonna need this information, and which is very important, and it's better if you go very inside of this information, so that way it shows how professional you are and how you can manage the codes. Okay, so we're gonna have in here walls, ceiling, and floor. We need the wall information, ceiling information, and floor information, envelope values. Okay, so in a project, it's always very good to go systematically, little by little, so that's attention to detail. Okay, so I'm gonna make a list. Usually the home builder, the architect, they give you this list of envelope values. But if you do not have that, you can always go to the International Energy Conservation Code and find the minimum values, right? Okay, depending always on the project. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and learn more about this. Okay, we're gonna make this table. Okay, so for this, what we need is the project location. Okay, so let's put in here project. Yeah, project location. Okay, so you can have different locations: Virginia, New York City, Washington DC, Miami, Ohio. This time we did Virginia. Let's do Washington DC. So Washington DC. Okay, there we go. We have the location. Okay, so the next information that we need is envelope values. Envelope values. There we go. Okay, so under envelope values, what do you need in the envelope values? You need mainly 4 components: a slab on grade. You need the U value for the slab on grade. Okay, I'm gonna make this consistent. Slab on grade. Let's see, a slab on grade. Okay, what's the U value on a slab on grade? You're gonna need the walls above grade, walls below grade. Okay, below grade. You're gonna need the ceiling. Okay, so in this place, what you need, this envelope values, you need the U values for a slab, wall, ceiling. Okay, and these envelope values, you have actually, I'm gonna give you 3 options. So depending what are the goals for this townhome, because you can have the goal of only achieving complying with the International Energy Conservation Code. Okay, that's one goal. Second goal is you might want to have this townhome as Energy Star certified home. So why would you want a home to be Energy Star certified? Because Energy Star has a lot of advantages like taxes, tax rebates. It has a lot of opportunities. So if you want Energy Star certification, then you have to comply with different values. Now, another upgrade is net zero, energy zero energy ready homes. So that's even more stringent values. So see, you have, depending on the goal, you have 3 goals as of now. That's what I'm showing you, okay? So then the next step is gonna be the fenestration. Fenestration, okay? Under the fenestration, you're gonna need the U factor, and then you're gonna need the solar heat gain coefficient, okay? And then you're gonna need the system. What kind of system? In this case, so usually in New York City, in Washington, and different locations, they are trying to eliminate gas. So most of them have to be electric. However, for generators, they need another type of fuel type, right? So in DC for generators, they're using gas still, but that's as a backup for the generator. In DC, they are using sometimes diesel because you need a backup system in case there's a power outage, especially for buildings though, but for homes, not really. Okay, so the system, we're gonna put in here a heat pump split, okay? Heat pump split. Location is gonna be in the attic. Okay, this location is very interesting. It's not very recommended to have it in the attic. It's better to have it within the thermal barrier boundary, but in this case, let's analyze that in the attic. Now we're gonna have the last one, orientation, and it's gonna be south. Okay, we're good. So now let's focus on the envelope values. Okay, so in order to get this information, what we have to do is we need to check on the code. So what does the code say? Okay, it's going to be Washington, DC, and we did this in other videos, right? So we're going to go here very quickly. So let's go here, and then it's very important to continue with this process, like analyzing code. So we're going to put Washington, DC app codes, okay? So if we put Washington, DC app codes, we're going to have this District of Columbia building codes, and then we have in here DC Mechanical Code 2017. There we go. So once we put that in there, we have in here in DC Mechanical Code 2017, we have this part. Oh, we don't need the mechanical code actually in this case. So for envelope values, we need the energy conservation code. So in here we have DC energy conservation code, residential provisions, and they have commercial provisions. Okay, what is the commercial provisions? Right here, commercial. But we need this residential provisions. We're going to click this, and this is based on IECC 2015. Okay, we go there, and as you can see in here, we're going to have chapter 4. Under chapter 4, building thermal envelope. So in building thermal envelope, we have 2 options, prescriptive or performance. So under the prescriptive, we're gonna see our values. There we go. Okay, so for fenestration, we're gonna need a 0.3 as a U factor and solar heat gain coefficient as a 0.4. Okay, 0.3 and 0.4. Okay, so what we're gonna do in here is gonna put those values here. Okay, so let's put here in there, right here, right there. All right, so in here, slab on grade fenestration. So the fenestration is going to be equal to 0.3. Okay, that's the U factor. And the solar heat gain coefficient 0.55. Okay, which honestly, I don't like this. Okay, so this is okay. So the lower, the better. It's more efficient. However, if you're going energy star, they would ask you to have this lower. If you're going energy zero energy ready home, this is gonna go even lower. Okay, all right. So we have another part in here. We have the ceiling. Okay, in ceiling is R49. I like this actually. So the ceiling, it says R49. So ceiling, let's put in here R49. Okay, that's my insulation value. Now, what do we have for walls? So this home doesn't have walls below grade. So below grade, we don't have anything, but above grade, what are gonna be my walls? Wood frame wall, it says in here, right? So for wood frame wall, you need an R19 in cavity insulation plus R5 in continuous insulation, or see on the exterior, or R13 and R10 continuous. So it's a combination of cavity insulation and continuous insulation, but just to make it easier, we're going to put in here continuous R15. There we go. So we're going to have above grade, it's going to be R15. So we have already our R value. Before I was saying U value, but actually I was meaning R values, okay? R values. Well, anyways, if we have the U value, R value is the reciprocal. It's 1 divided by R, the U value, right? Okay, slab on grade. What is going to be for my slab on grade? Let's see if we have that. A slab on grade right here. A slab on grade is going to be R10. So we're going to put in here R10. R10. Okay. So we have R10, R15. We have my envelope values finally. Okay, what's the system? We don't need that. We have everything. Okay, finally we have everything. Okay. All right. So remember, with these envelope values, I'm just complying with code. What they call it is the minimum, right? So whenever you don't have any information, or the homeowner or the architect says just the minimum values from code, you go to the International Mechanical Code or app codes. It's a very good site, and then you obtain these values. Okay. Now we were saying we were indicating in the video what happens if you want to go Energy Star. So if you're going to go Energy Star, let's go double check on the Energy Star values, and then let's see how it is. Okay, Energy Star right here. So if we go to Energy Star, simple choice, we go here for partners. Okay, we're gonna make this bigger. Okay, partner login, partner resources right here. So this is Energy Star, and then we're gonna check what's the criteria in here. All right, buildings, owners, program administrations, commercial, international, new home partners, new home builders and raters, program requires. There you go. Okay, let's see on the program requirements and specifications. And actually I could share this with you in the link below. Okay. All right. So if you want this house to be Energy Star, in here, Energy Star certified, see, you have 3 options. These are the program requirements. Okay, the program requirements have 3 categories: single family homes, multifamily buildings, and manufactured homes. So where do the townhomes apply? Multifamily? Not really. Single family homes. We're going to go to the single family homes right here, and then under the single family homes we have this state and territory. We're going to check here. It's going to be District of Columbia. Okay, right here. So it's climate zone 4. Okay, climate zone 4. And then under climate zone 4, you have these resources. See, what are the program requirements based on this location? It's based on National Program Requirements version 3.1. There we go. So let's click on here, and it's going to give you, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. See, it's going to give you a better idea on what is they're asking for. There we go. All right. Okay, so Energy Star program requirements, these are single family new homes, but however, it's not only single family. Okay, let's go. We're going to check on this because what I'm doing is pretty much a different type of house. It's a townhome, right? So let's go here. Let's go here. We're going to make this bigger a little bit. Bigger. There we go. Bigger. Excuse me. Okay. So in here, eligibility requirements. Okay. In here it says, let's see. Okay, site builder, detached dwellings units, example, single family homes and duplexes and townhouses are eligible. Okay, so we're good, we're in a good path. So it's townhouses are eligible to participate in Energy Star single family new homes program, right? So based on the location, the program requirements are version 3.1, revision 13. Okay, so in here, what do we have? Certification process, all the process in here, but this is what I want. So Energy Star reference design home. in here, remember what was my climate zone. My climate zone was number 4. There we go. We have climate zone number 4. What do they need? They need 13 SEER AC, which I'm not happy about it, honestly, because it should be higher. I don't like that, actually. So this should be higher, but 13 SEER is lower. If this is my home, I would put at least 16 SEER. Well, 15 SEER or something. Yeah, 14 SEER the least, but they're okay with 13 SEER. If you put more, it's better for them. Okay, so it's gonna have, so in here we have a heat pump. The heat, if it's like a furnace, it has to be like 95 AFUE, which is good, actually. That's good. Okay, so now climate zone 4, we have this. Oh, there we go. The efficiency for heating equipment. I like this. I like this better. See, so it says climate zone 4, 15 SEER. Okay, with electric. Okay, perfect. 15 SEER minimum for the system. So I'm gonna put that in here, actually. Let me put this in here. In here under my system, right here, I'm making my summary, right? Under the system, what I'm gonna put is 15 SEER minimum, 15 SEER. Okay, and then I could also put like HSPF, right? Okay, or heating seasonal performance factor. Okay, so what is it? It says 8.5. Okay, so let's continue with this, and then for envelope windows, there we go. So we have in here the insulation values. Number 1, the infiltration rates have to be followed as at least 3 air changes at 50 pascals, because my climate zone is number 4. Okay, so it says 3 in here. So we're gonna put that in here. Actually, I forgot about that. We're gonna put infiltration is gonna be 3 ACH. Air changes per hour at 50 pascals. Okay, but that's for energy start. Right? Okay, because if we look at the code, it might be less for infiltration. We're gonna check that very quickly in here. Okay, what does it say for air leakage? Air leakage in here, air leakage right here. It says how much. Let's double check in here. Air leakage testing. See 3. Okay, it's the same, 3 ACH, no problem. So code says 3, and then Energy Star says 3. Okay, for Energy Star windows, we have in here a U value solar heat gain coefficient. So we have for climate zone 4. For climate zone 4, we have 0.3 and 0.4. Okay, so what we're going to do in here, if you want to have Energy Star, this has to be at least 0.4. See, 0.4, and then this is Energy Star. Start. There we go. Okay, so if you wanna have energy start, you're gonna have at least 0.4 of solar heat gain coefficient, and then for climate zone 4 we have 0.3. This is good for energy start too. Okay, so for door U value you have opaque 0.17, and then in climate zone 4 for door solar heat gain coefficient you're gonna have 0.4. Okay, we're gonna put in here fenestration. We're gonna put for door solar heat gain coefficient equals to what is it, 0.4, and this is energy start. There we go. And this is mainly for plumbing. For plumbing, we have gas, electric. Usually it's electric for 30 gallon, 50 gallon. Usually in this case, let's put a 40. Let's say 50 gallon. So you need at least 0.92 EF. Okay, there we go. What else do we have in here? We have different order requirements, and also in here it explains to you in more detail based on the notes. See, in here it says it has a footnote in here like 11 or 10 exhibits. See, they explain to you more in detail what do they require. See, for example, a townhomes as defined by ResNet is a single home, so it gives you more information on the footnotes. Okay, so that's perfect. We have all the information ready to start drawing our rooms. Okay, so this video is getting a little bit longer, but the last part that I want to talk about is the net zero building. That's going to be very quick, so bear with me a little bit. Bear with me very quickly. So it's zero energy ready home. Okay, zero energy ready home requirements. That's what they call it actually, net zero. So net zero is becoming very, very much popular in every place in the United States and in Canada and internationally. Okay, so the Department of Energy has the Zero Energy Ready Home program. And for the DOE Zero Energy Ready Home program, what we're going to have is the program requirements in here. See, we have buildings, residential buildings. Okay, so this is also for commercial. So for residential buildings, see, residential buildings we have in here. What do we have? Okay, so Department of Energy Zero Energy Ready Home program version effective dates. Okay, so what we have in here for our single family, we have version 1 revision 8. Okay, version 1 revision 8, that's the one we need. Okay, so requirements for zero energy ready homes are version 1. So we were checking on here actually, see, in here it says for single family, multifamily up to 5 stories, 1/1/23. It's effective right now because as of now it's not 2024 yet. So it's version 1 revision 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here, revision 1, and I'm going to put these links in the description below. Okay, we click here, version 1. There we go. Space eligibility program requirements. We were saying it's DOE Zero Energy Ready Homes version 1 revision 8. So revision 8, we click in there. Perfect. We have the program requirements for Zero Energy Ready Home. Okay, so for the Zero Energy Ready Home, what we're gonna have is the following. See, so let's go here, let's go here. Okay, these are the requirements. For the requirements, what we're gonna check is mainly on the envelope. Okay, so that's what we're trying to get. Number 1, this is what you have to have. Number 1, it's mandatory that you have to have a certified home under Energy Star qualified program version. Okay, see, this version number 3, 3.1, 3.2. So number 1, in order to be a Zero Energy Ready Home, you need to be certified under Energy Star. All right, okay, number 1. Number 2, the envelope. Fenestration shall meet or exceed Energy Star requirements. All right, we already saw that, right? See end note for a specific an exception. Okay, so we need to check on number 14. Remember, I'm keeping in my mind number 14 because what are the U and solar heat gain coefficients for my windows? Okay, the other part, it says ceiling and floor wall insulation shall meet or exceed IECC 2015. So we're doing that actually. Okay, now duct systems. And this is going to be a very much interesting part because for my townhome, I was expecting to run my ducts on the attic. Okay, see in here it says location attic. So in here, let's say it says these duct distribution systems located within the home thermal and air barrier boundary. So that's going to be an issue for me because attic, I don't think it's considered within the air barrier boundary or thermal boundary. Same thing in here. HVAC air handler is located within the home's thermal and air barrier boundary. So if I put my HVAC system, my air handler, in the attic, then it wouldn't comply to be a net zero energy or Zero Energy Ready Home. That would be an issue. Okay, but again, if we want to go into more specifics, we need to check on the footnote number 17. I'm going to put that also in here, number 17. Well, the other part is the water efficiency. They're going to take care of that. The plumbing department, lighting and appliances, that's going to be for the electrical engineer or the electrical contractor. Indoor air quality, certified under EPA, indoor air plus version number 1. Renewable energy ready. This is very interesting. So you might have to need a PV panel. See, DOE Zero Energy Ready Home PV Ready checklist. Okay, all right, so we have even more information in here. And see in here, HVAC equipment, it says for my mixed climates, we have zone number 4. In zone number 4, I have this already. See, SIR 15 at least, we have SIR 15. Oh, we're going to change this. Instead of 8.5, we need a 9. So in here, we're going to put a 9. A 9 for 0 energy ready home. There we go. A 9. I'm going to put a 9 in here. Okay. 0 energy ready home. And then this is the whole house mechanical ventilation system. Efficacy, right? So it's telling you how, the fan has to be energy efficient. That's pretty much what they're indicating. Okay, infiltration levels. Infiltration for the dwelling unit or attached, doesn't matter. In here, it says that it has to be 2.5. There we go, 2.5. So climate zones 3 and 4. Okay. And it says detached dwellings, but we have a footnote 26, okay? But because what would be a townhome, detached or attached? If you are kind of doubting that, you can check on the more specific information on 2016. But for now, we're going to put in here infiltration. In this case, could be 2.5, ACH 50, but this would be for 0 energy ready home. There we go. Okay, so now the windows. For the windows, oh, this is more stringent. As you can see, the windows actually, you need these mixed climates, right? So we are in climate zone number 4. Solar heat gain coefficient is going to be 0.25, which I like way better. Okay, so this is going to be 0.25. 0 energy ready home. Okay. Or 0.3. Okay, we're complying with that. Water heater, electric system. See, we have that. Okay. So we were going to go to number 14. Okay, what is number 14 in here? There you go. Footnote number 14. Windows shall meet the product criteria of Energy Star version 5 and 6. Okay, so this is telling you that you have to check on this Energy Star version 5 and 6. Okay, number 5. So we have in these mixed climates the same information and way more information in here. So as you can see, it gets deeper and deeper. That's why this is interesting. Number 17, exceptions on alternative compliance. See, up to 10 feet of duct length, total length is permitted to be outside of the home's thermal air. Also, that means in the attic. That could be an exception. Ducts are located in an unvented attic regardless. So this is more information about so it gives you more detailed information about what they mean on their requirements. We're going to go to number 26. We're almost ready to finish this the video, but almost there. 26. So what is 26 in here? Envelope leakage shall be determined by an approved verifier using a ResNet approved testing protocol. Okay, already. So we're done with this video, but as you can see in here, we already have all our envelope data. And then you now understand what is the difference between complying with International Energy Code or upgrading to Energy Star certified home, or even going further to get the 0 energy ready home. Okay, in the next video we're going to be starting drawing our rooms and using these envelope values. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. All right, I'll see you in the next video.